Okay, fine, students. So I think in the last session, basically we have discussed, uh, we can say, how can we split and how can we join, right? A linked list. So basically in the split function, what we are doing is we have a one linked list which will have suppose 7 or 8 nodes, and then suppose if user is going for a split option, what we are doing is that single linked list that we are splitting into a two or more linked list, right? Now in today's session, obviously few functionality which we have kept pending, that is a insert after and insert before, right? So we are just going ahead with that functionality. Fine. Now on my Telegram group I got some questions which is related to the creation of the linked list, right? Something about a create function. So first we will discuss that create function, how it works, right? Because one or two student has asked, sir, why we have taken a loop inside a create, right? So basically how the create function is working, so we are just talking about that thing, and then we are just going ahead with the insert after and insert before functionality. Okay, fine. So now I'm just sharing my screen, right, so that you can get the thing. Okay, so basically see here what we have is we have a function which is already we have returned for creating of the linked list. So basically here these are the code which is returned in that create function, and when user is invoking a create function, at that time user is passing a number. So let's suppose create a linked list, and here user is passing a, we can say, number. For example, I want to create a 5 nodes, right? If user want to create a 5 nodes, obviously this functionality that has to be called by the main function, and main function will take a number from the user whenever user is selecting a menu option number 1, right? That is a create. So at that time we are just asking or prompting to the user how many nodes you want to create. Suppose if user say 5, in that case what we are doing is we are just calling a create function, and that value, right, a number of nodes which is entered by the user, that we are passing into the function. So obviously now create function will be invoked, and here the value is what? Value is the value which is passed by the user, right? So here in my case, obviously the val will be nothing, it is a 5. Now obviously that's whenever user has invoked this particular function, at that time what happened, we have a master pointer, and that is called the first pointer is actually storing the address of the first node of the linked list. And say currently, because user has just selected this option which is called a create option, so obviously there is no node is there, your linked list is empty, and we know that whenever the linked list is empty, what we have is we have a null value, right? We have the null value in the first pointer. Okay, fine. Now here what you have done is you have taken a we can say pointer variable, sorry, one pointer variable, that is a new one, right? So here what you have is you have a new one pointer variable. Fine. So this is new one, right? Now first thing, here we have taken a variable I. So here I am having variable I. Now we are just checking whether the first is not equal to null. If first is not equal to null, that means what? First is having some address, and obviously we have declared this first pointer variable to store the address of the first node. If first is not null, that means the linked list is created, and the first pointer is having the address of the first node of the existing linked list. If the linked list is exist, right, obviously we cannot create the linked list again, right? So create functionality that user can use if the linked list is empty, and if the linked list is empty, your first should have null value. So in my case, here the first is not null. No, first is null, so here the condition becomes false, and here what we are doing is we are just taking we can say the number from the user, how many nodes that user want to insert. So obviously here we have not done this thing in the main, right? So create function is having no argument. Now here we are just prompting to the user, enter how many elements that you want to insert it into the linked list, and then that number we are taking from the user and we are storing it into the variable n. So basically here suppose if I want to insert 5 values, obviously I will enter 5 here, and that 5 will be stored into the variable n, right? So now my n variable is we can say n is equal to 5. Okay, so my n is 5. Now what we are doing is we are just running a loop. Here user has entered 5, that means what? User wish to insert 5 values, and we know that whenever we are inserting the value, that value we are putting it into a node, right? So we have to create 5 nodes, right? Now we are just starting from this if condition. So obviously this loop will run for 5 times, right? I is equal to 1 to 5. Okay, now this will check whether your first is null. Yes, my first is null. Okay, so currently your I is what? 1, right? Because here we have written I is equal to 1 in the initialization part of the for loop. Now here what happened? We are creating a new node, right? So here malloc syntax will create a new node. So here a new node gets created, right? Suppose that we are just making an assumption that the new node is created on address 100, so this will be 100, and obviously malloc function will returns you the address. That address we are putting or storing where? Into the new one pointer variable, right? So this is new one. Okay, now here the next line, that is first is equal to new one. So let's suppose here the new node is created on address 100. What you have is you have 100 into the new one pointer, and this 100, right, this 100 you are just copying into the first variable. So now your first variable doesn't have null value, right, but that gets changed to 100. So here what we can say is our first pointer is pointing to the node which is created on address 100, right? Obviously if the if part is true, computer will not go into the else part, so this whole else part get skipped by the system. Now here we are just prompting to the user, okay fine, now your node is ready, which value you want to insert? Suppose I want to insert 5 this time, right? So here that 5 we are scanning from the user and we are putting it into the data part of the new one. Now where is new one? New one is on 100, right? So this is its data part. Here what we have done is we have placed a 5, right? Okay, now new one point to next is equal to null. So here what we have done is we have placed a null value. Okay, now this is a loop, and how many time loop has to run? Obviously here user has given the option, I want to insert 5 nodes, so that loop gets repeated for 5 times. So now from this curly bracket again we are going back to the header of the loop, right, and again we'll check. Now I is increased by 1, right, because of this I plus plus, this I plus plus. So now whenever the control will come to this particular line, your I will be increased by 1, so now your I variable is 2, not 1, right? Again we are just checking the condition, right? Can we say 2 is a smaller than 5? Yes, so condition is true, and if the condition is true, whole body part gets repeated, right? Now here what we are doing is we are just checking whether the first is null or not. No, this time my first variable is not null, it is having an address 100, right, because already we have created a node. So now if the if condition gets fail, obviously we know that the computer will go into the else part, right? Now in the else part, what you are doing is you are executing a code so that another node gets created, right? You know that whenever we are calling a malloc function, it will create a node. So now another node is created, right? Suppose this node is created on address 200. So this 200 will be stored into the new one pointer, right? So that will be stored where? Into the next part of the new one, right? So what is next? What is, we can say, new one? New one is 100. And where is the next part of it? This is the next part. See, I am just erasing that area, right? So this is the next part. Here what you are doing is you are storing the address of the new node, whatever you have created. In my case, I have just made an assumption that the new node is created on address 200. Okay, fine. So 200 will be stored into the next part of the new one, right? So new one, that is a pointer which is pointing to address 100. So now here what we are doing is we have returned 200. This is something like this. So one link get established. It is something like this. Okay, now after execution of this line, the next line will be executed. New one is equal to new one point to next. So currently your new one is what? 100, right? So what is there in the next part? So if you are just trying to recall the value of this particular part, new one point to next means 100's next part. Now what is there in the 100th next part? It is 200. So here the right hand side is equivalent to 200, right? So this will be a new one point to next is nothing but it is a 200, and this 200 you are assigning to the new one, right? So now your new one gets changed and now it will becomes what? 200, right? So what you can say is now your new one pointer is pointing to this new node, right? So new one is pointing here, right? So new one is here. Okay, now again you are just taking the value from the user and you are putting it into the data part of the new one, right? So suppose this time user want to insert 10. So here user has entered 10 and that 10 we are putting into the data part of the new one. Now where is new one? New one is on 200, right? So on the address 200, whatever node we have created, in its data part we are storing 10. What is the next line? Next line says new one point to next is null. So new one is pointing to 200, so next part of this 200 should be a null, right? Okay, so second node is inserted. Again the same process. Whenever you are coming to the end of the loop, obviously you will be redirected to a header part with the increased value of I. So now our I is not 2, it is a 3. So here what happened? I is 3, right? Again, can we say 3 is a smaller than 5? Yes. So condition is true. If the condition is true, again the body part of the loop gets executed, right? First we'll check whether the first is null. No, first is not null. So condition is false. If condition is false, computer must have to execute else block. In the else block, what we are doing is again we are creating a new node, right? So the new node gets created. For example, this time we are getting address 300 for the new node. So on the 300 address a new node will be created and this 300 gets stored into the next part of the new one. Now where is our new one? New one is on 200. So in the next part of the 200 means here, right, the computer will store what? 300. So the link will be established something like this, right? This is 300, so link will be established something like this. And now what you have returned is the next line after creation of the new node. The new one pointer will shift to the new one's next part. So see, currently your new one is on 200 and what is there in the next part of the 200? 300. So here our right hand side will become 300 and we are just giving this 300 to the new one. So in that case what happened? Now your new one pointer is having 300 and your new one pointer will point to this node, right? So now our new one is 300 and here you have placed your new one pointer. Okay, so this thing is clear. Fine. Now again we are just taking the value from the user and putting it into the data part of the new node, right? So new node is on 300. Suppose if user want to insert 15, so here 15 value is entered by the user. In that case, I am just putting 15 into the data part. I am putting null value here, right? And again, when we reaches to the end of the loop, at that time again I gets incremented. Now I will becomes 4. Again the same process will be repeated. Again one new node will be created. See how many times this loop will run. Obviously, because user has entered the value of n is 5 times, the loop gets repeated. 5 nodes will be created, right? And obviously here the value for all 5 nodes, that has to be entered by the user, right? So here user is entering the value for each node. So because here we are creating a multiple nodes, right? पहला जब अपने यूजर ने कही दिए कि how many value you want to insert. Suppose user say I want to insert 5 values. So in that case we need to run a loop for 5 times. We have to create a 5 different nodes, right? So that I need to use a loop here in this particular function. I think those students who have a query, right, in this particular create function, I think that has to be resolved now, right? Okay, fine. Now the another functionality that we have to implement into the linked list, which is already we have discussed in the semester 2, but still because singly linked list is there in your practical subject, so we are discussing those function too. So now we are just going to discuss how insert after and insert before will work. Fine. So here what we have is we have this one, so insert after, right? And this is what the code that we need to write, right, when you are implementing insert after. So here the linked list is already created. There are few values are there which is entered by the user, right? And in the existing linked list we are inserting one value in such a way that this value, obviously for the value newer value we need to create a new node, and this function has to work so that this node, the new node, has to be set after this value, key value, insert after, right? So we are inserting this value and this value has to come after this value. So here two arguments will be passed by the user. First argument, it is a key value, right? Kaya node ni pachi insert karvanu છે, and here this one, that is a value, which value that has to be inserted. Fine. So to understand this particular code, what we are doing is, again I am just making an assumption that what we have is we have a first pointer. So this is first pointer. First pointer is having suppose address of the first node, so user can go to the first node. Let this is your first node, right? And here suppose 100 is there. Suppose user has inserted 5 here. This is your second node, right? So second node is having address suppose 200. Suppose user want to insert 10, so second node's data part is having 10. Suppose this is my third node, right? We are just taking 4 nodes, right, for our example. So this is 300, and suppose this is one more node that is called 400. This is the last node, and we know that the last node's next part has to be null, right? Suppose here user has inserted 20, here 15 is there, right? 10 and 5, these are the value which is inserted by the user. Obviously you know that the first node is having the address in its next part, so that the user can go to the second node. The second node is having the address so that the user can go to the third node, and the third node is having the address so that the user can go to the last node, right? So now user say I just want to insert, for example, user is calling a function, say I want to insert after, and here user is giving a 2 value, so that is a key value. Suppose my key value is 10, right, and I want to insert, for example, 12, right. So our key is what here, in my case the key is 10, and the value to be inserted into the linked list is what, it is 12. Okay, fine. Now what we are doing, we are taking a 2 pointer variable, right. One is a current, second is a new one, because see here we are inserting a new node, we need to create a node, and for that new one has to be there, right. Second, where you are going to insert this node? Okay, so for that purpose we need to find that node in which data part is same as a key value, so we have to find a key into the linked list, right. So that I have taken a current pointer. Now here we are just checking if your first pointer is null, if your first pointer, this one, if it is null, obviously you will not be able to locate the key value, right. આપણને key મળવાની જ નથી, because the thing is there is no node is there in the linked list. So obviously if the first is null, so there is no value is there in the linked list, so key finding of key is not possible, so we are just printing a message that is linked list is empty, and if linked list is empty we just have to come out from this function, right. Okay, but in my case, what happened, the first is not null, right, it is having 100, so now the computer will come to this line, right. Here what you have returned is, you have returned a current is equal to first, so here what happened, say current is equal to first. What is first is 100, and here 100 you are copying into the current. What it means, here current is pointing to the 100, means current is pointing to this node. Okay, then we are just checking, right, we are just finding whether the key is there in the linked list or not. So what we have returned is current point to data is not equal to key, and current does not becomes null. You just have to do this thing, current is equal to current point to next. So see, you just gone through the two condition which is we have mentioned in our while loop. So current point to data is not equal to key, whether this condition is true or false. What is key? Key is a 10, so the data part of the current is not equal to key. The statement is true or false? Yes, it is true. In the current's data part what we have, 5. What is key? 10. Can we say 5 is not equal to 10? Yes, so this condition is true. Now second condition, is current is not equal to null? Yes, current is not null, current is 100, so again this condition is true, and we know that if both the condition is true, computer has to execute this statement, right. So here this statement will be executed by the computer, current is equal to current point to next, right. So currently our current is current pointer is situated on 100, right, and what is there in the next part of the current, that is 200. So here this part, right, means a 200 you are assigning to the current, so now your current is coming to the 200, right. So here our current pointer will be shifted to 200, so now my current pointer will come here, right. Okay, now again we are checking, because this is a loop, so after executing the body part, again you need to come to the header part, right. Current point to data, now what is current point to data? Current is pointing to 200, and its data part what we have is 10. Okay, fine, so current's data is 10, right. So here what we can say is current data is 10, right, and is not equal to key. What is key? Key is again 10. So can we say 10 is not equal to 10? No, 10 is equal to 10. So here my first condition becomes false, and we know that whenever we are using AND logical operator, At that time what happen, if any one condition fails, right, the computer will not execute the loop, and we are just coming here, right? Now here what happened, we are just checking whether the current is null or not, right? So no, in my case current is not null, it is what, it is 200, right? So obviously the computer will skip this block and it will create come here, right? Now here what we are doing, here we have an additional pointer that is called a new one pointer, right? First we are creating a new node. You know that whenever we are calling a malloc function, a new node will be created into the memory like this, right? Suppose this time computer gets a free address on 700, so here 700 will be there, and what we can say is our new one pointer is pointing to a 700, right? So new one is having 700. Okay, now what you have written is, after creation of the node, new one point to data means at address 700, whatever structure you have created, in its data part you need to put the value. So what is the value? Value is a 12. So here in the data part I am just copying 12. Then here what you have written is current new one point to next is equal to current point to next. So where is your current pointer? Your current pointer is on 200, right? What is there in the next part of it? We have 300, right? So this 300 we are putting into the next part of the new node. So my new node is this one, and this is its next part, right? So here I am copying 300. So 300 if you are copying, then the link will be established like this. Okay, fine. Now what is the next line we have written? Current point to next is equal to new one. We know that the new node is created on address 700, so new one is 700, and this 700 we are putting into the next part of the current node. Current is 200, and where is its next part? Here. So here you are overwriting the address, right, by 700. So here the 700 will be there, right? So this is actually creating a link like this, right? Now you just think of, let's suppose if user is calling a display function, at that time what happened? First you are taking the address 100, you are just moving to address 100, and then you are printing 5, right? Then you are getting the another address 200, so you are just coming to this second node 200, and then you are getting what? 10. So 10 gets printed. Now the second node will give you the address of the next node, that is 700. So obviously the we are just moving to the address 700 where we are getting 12, right? Then this 700 we can say this node where we have stored 12, right, that is giving a address that is 300. So we are just coming to 300 where we are getting 15. So 15 gets printed. Now this node which is created on address 300, which is giving a next address that is 400, so we are just coming to 400 and we are printing 20. Afterwards what happened? Because here null is there, your current pointer will becomes a null, right? So this is the way the new node is inserted. See what happened? 12 is inserted, so value is inserted after the key value, right? So you just check it out. 12 is inserted after 10. So this is 10 and this is 12, right? So I think the logic is clear, right, for all the students. And suppose if you have any question, query or doubt, then you can write on my telegram channel so that we can do the detailed discussion on it, right? Okay, so this is what a functionality which is called insert after functionality. Okay, fine. Now we'll just go ahead with another functionality that is called insert before, right? Okay, so now let if we want to make a function which is called insert before. Okay, let before going into insert before, if you want to see how this insert after is working, so let me run we can say the program of the linked list, right? Here in this particular program, I have already made both the function insert after as well as insert before, right? So basically, let's increase the font first. Okay, fine. So here you just come to this particular part, right? Split is there, join is there, insert before is there, and this is insert after, right? The same coding I have done, right? Whenever user is calling a function insert after, user need to pass two things, that is a key and value. First we are just checking or taking two pointer variable, current and new one. We are checking if the linked list is empty. Obviously we will just come back to the main function again, right? Otherwise what happen, we just have to find it out where the key is. So here I have written a loop, right? We are just finding the key. Suppose after this loop, if your current becomes null, what it means, the key does not exist. Suppose if user has inserted 5, 10, 15, 20 and user say I want to insert after 75, so obviously 75 is not there in the linked list. So at that time this particular condition will becomes true, right? And this will print the message that is key does not exist. Make sure insert after says if you have you have to insert if and only if the key is found, right? If the computer doesn't come back into the main program, right, after evaluating this condition, what it means, the key is found. If key is found, we are just creating a new node, right? Then we are setting the data part of it. Then we are just establishing a two different link. We are just modifying the link, right? So new one point to next is current's next, and current point to next is equal to new one. Let's suppose if you are just running this. So now I'm just creating the linked list with 5 different nodes, and my 5 nodes are, we can say 5, then 10, then 15, then 20, then 25 is there, right? Then we are just going ahead with the display function. So I'm just pressing choice number 3, right? Which linked list? Yes, I want to print a linked list 1. So now how many values are there in your linked list? There are 5 values are there, and those values are 5, 10, 15, 20 and 25. Now I am just selecting option number 9, which is insert after, right? So I just want to insert some value. So what will be the key? So I just want to insert after 15, right? So my key will be 15. Now which value you want to insert? Okay, I want to insert 18. Fine, so that value gets inserted into the linked list. And how will come to know? Obviously for that we need to go ahead with the display function. So again I am selecting choice number 3, display. Which linked list? Linked list number 1. And you see here the 18 is inserted after 15, right? Because 15 was my key and 18 that was actually a value, right? So this is what insert after. Okay, fine. Now in the, we can say, insert before, what you need to do, right? So we are just again coming back, right? Now here insert before, again same, whenever user is calling a insert before, at that time user will pass two argument, that is a key and value, right? So for example, this is my first node, right? This is my first node, and first node is having suppose 100, and these are the values. This is the first node is having 5. Suppose the address of the first node is 100. Here what we have the another address, that is 10. sorry, another node, right? Suppose this node is on 200, then here what we have is the third node. Suppose this is 300, right? Here 15 is there, and this is the last node, fourth node, and here suppose 400, right? This is the last node, so obviously its next part is null. And now you just, I'm not writing it again and again. Here you just make an assumption 200 is stored, right? So here we have the address of 200, so that we can come here. Then here 300 is there, so you can come to this node. Again 400 is there, so this one, right? Now suppose if user say I want to insert, so user is calling ins before, right? Ins before, we can say key value, that is 15, and before 15 I want to insert 12. Okay, fine. Now here I have taken few variables, right? One is a current, second is a previous, and one more is a new one. So new one is obviously because we are going to create a new node, right? If first is null, same the thing we have discussed in the previous function. If first is null, obviously you will not be able to locate your key, and in that case you just have to print the message that is linked list is empty. Fine. Okay, now what you need to do is you just have to set your current pointer on the first node. So your current pointer is here, right? Then what we have done is we have created a new node. Suppose the new node is created here. This is your new node, right? So this is your new node. Now you have returned this thing, new one point to data is equal to value. So my value is 12, so here 12 is there. Then you have returned new one point to next is equal to null. So here what we have is we have null. Okay, then we are checking whether the first point to data is equal to key. What is key? Key is 15, so 15, right? So right hand side is 15. We are just checking first data part. So first is 100. Is data part of the first node is having 15? No. So computer will simply skip this block and it will come here. Now what we are doing is we are just trying to find a key, right? And let's suppose if the key is not exist, in that case what happen? The current will becomes a null. So at the end of this loop, if current is null, that means the key does not exist. Suppose if user say I want to insert before 75. Now 75 is not there in the linked list, right? How many values are there in the linked list? 5, 10, 15, 20, right? 75 is not there. So in that case we will just print the message key does not exist and then will return. Otherwise what you need to do, you just have to set the current's address into the next part of the new one. So current, obviously current will be here, right? Because 15 is here, and every time the previous node is actually following the current. So initially what happened, we are just doing something like this is 15 is here, no, so the current pointer will just move one step ahead. So what happened, your current pointer is coming to 10, right? But if current is coming to 10, your previous pointer will follow the current, so previous will come here, right? Again we are just checking whether the data part of the current is 15. No. So in that case again your current pointer will move to one step ahead. So now your current is coming here, and as you know, whenever the current is going one step ahead, previous is following current, so here the previous will be there, right? So this thing. Okay, now here new one point to next. So where is new one point to next? New one point to next is this. This is equal to current. So current is on what? 300, right? So here what you have written is 300. So this link is established like this. Okay, and then what you have written is previous point to next is equal to new one. So where is previous is here, right? So previous point to next means you are just erasing this, so obviously the link will be broken. And suppose the new node is created on address suppose 700, right? So here in the next part of the previous node we are putting 700, right? So the link will be established like this. You know, here 12 is inserted, 12 is inserted before 15. Clear? Now the last point, right? Why we have returned this, right? Why we have returned this if condition? See, this if condition will be executed when user say I want to insert before, right? Insert before, suppose I want to insert 2 before 5, right? So in that case what happen, your new node will be created suppose on 900. Now user say this is your new node, so your new one is here, right? Okay, suppose 2 we are putting here, right? And now see, user say I want to insert this node before 5. Now see here 5 is actually our first node. Now if before 5 if you are inserting something, then what should be there? So obviously what is there in your first is 100, so you put 100 here, right? So the link will be established like this. And then what you need to do is, now because you are inserting 2 before 5, this 900 will becomes your first node. So here what we need to do is, we just have to set 900 as our first node. So here 900 is there. So now the first node will send you on 900. ત્યાંથી શું મળશે? 2. Then we will jump to 100, and from there we are getting 5. Then we are getting 200, so we can get 10. From there we are just going to a 700, right? And so on. Fine. So this is what the program, right? So we'll just execute that thing, right? So this is what insert before, right? 3 pointer, current pointer and previous node. First we are checking, right? If first is null, then we are just printing the message and we are just coming back from this function. Otherwise we will set the current pointer on the first, creating new node, right? If user want to insert something, you know, before first node, so this code. Otherwise we are just finding the value. If the value is not found, key value is not found, we are showing the message. If everything is good, we are just inserting the node, right? So let again I am just creating say 5 value, 5 then 10, okay, 10 then 15 then 20 and 25. I'm just showing you the linked list number 1, 5 10 15 20 25 is there. Insert before, I want to right, so insert before, I'm just using choice number 10. What is the key value? I want to insert before 20. Which value? I want to insert 18, right? Again we are just showing the linked list. So display which linked list? Linked list number 1. So you know 18 is inserted before 20. Fine. So I think the concept is clear. See what changes that we need to do in the main function while user is calling. So here insert after and insert before, it is option number 9 and 10. Here in the if condition we have returned, you know, if choice is equal to 9, first we are taking a key value from the user, then we need to take a value from the user, and then we have to pass both the value into the insert after function. Obviously here we are using additional variable key that you need to declare it in the beginning of the main, right? So here that variable has to be there. Okay, fine. So with this discussion, right, we are just you know, we have already completed the program of a single linked list, right? And I will put the whole program into, you know, your Telegram group so that you can go on through the code, right? Now from the next session onwards, what will we do is we'll start doing a discussion on a doubly linked list. Fine. So I am just ending